Greetings, intrepid explorers, and welcome to another thrilling journey with Ancient American Explorer. I'm your host, Super Gringo, here to guide you through the hidden corners of the Americas, where ancient cultures left monumental marks on the landscape. Today, we're venturing far south to the rugged heart of Chile's southern cone, a land of mystery and resilience. When we speak of ancient mounds in the Americas, the mind often drifts to the monumental earthworks of Cahokia in Illinois, or the sprawling remnants of Etzana in Kansas, testaments to the ingenuity of Native American societies in what is now the United States. These sites, with their towering pyramids and vast ceremonial plazas, dominate discussions of pre-Columbian architecture. Yet, far to the south, in the rugged landscapes of Chile's southern cone, another story of mound building unfolds, one less known but no less remarkable. In the region of Araucania, and on the small, windswept Mocha Island off Chile's Pacific coast, lie some of the southernmost ancient structures in the Americas. Artificial mounds that whisper of forgotten rituals, complex societies, and a deep connection to the land. These earthworks, constructed by the Pitrén and Vergel cultural complexes between approximately 615–32 CE, offer a window into a world where the living communed with ancestors and deities through the shaping of the earth itself. On Mocha Island, pre-Columbian chicken bones and human skulls with Polynesian rocker jaw features provide compelling evidence of ancient Polynesian contact, while reports of mini moai-like carvings further suggest cultural exchanges across the Pacific. These findings hint at a fascinating blend of Mapuche and Polynesian histories on this remote Chilean island. But the story of Araucania's mounds does not end on Mocha Island. Travel 20 miles east to the mainland, and then another 30 miles northeast to the area surrounding Temuco in Chile's 9th region, and you encounter a landscape transformed by human hands. Here, scattered across the fertile valleys and rolling hills, are over 300 mounds and platforms, a constellation of earthworks that speaks to a vibrant cultural tradition. These structures vary in form and function. Some are low, conical mounds likely used for burials, their interiors possibly housing the remains of revered ancestors. Others are flat-topped platforms, perhaps stages for ceremonies or gatherings where community leaders addressed their people. Alongside these mounds, archaeologists have identified raised fields, evidence of sophisticated agricultural systems that sustained the populations who built these structures. The sheer scale of this landscape, hundreds of mounds dotting the region, suggests a society capable of mobilizing significant labor and resources, a testament to their organizational prowess. The mounds of Araucania are not merely relics of engineering. They are anchors of a cosmology that wove together the living, the dead, and the divine. At the heart of Araucanian culture lies a worldview that emphasizes continuity between past and present, where ancestors and deities guide the living through rituals and symbols etched into the landscape. This is vividly expressed in the petroglyphs and mortar stones found throughout Chile, which carry messages of spiritual and practical knowledge. Carved into rock faces or ground into stone, these markings may have served as maps of sacred geography or records of cosmological narratives, linking the mounds to a broader tapestry of belief. The act of mound building itself likely required intricate social coordination, with estimates suggesting that tens of thousands of individuals, perhaps as many as 30,000, labored over decades to shape these earthworks. Such an endeavor implies not only physical effort, but also a shared vision, a collective commitment to honoring the spiritual and social order. One question that lingers is whether these mounds align with celestial phenomena, a common feature in mound-building cultures elsewhere in the Americas. At Cahokia, for instance, Structures are oriented to track solstices and equinoxes, embedding astronomical knowledge into the landscape. In Araucania, no definitive evidence confirms such alignments, but the possibility remains tantalizing. The region's clear skies and prominent constellations, such as the Southern Cross, would have been familiar to its ancient inhabitants. Future archaeological surveys, perhaps aided by advanced technologies, could reveal subtle alignments or patterns in the mound's placement, offering new insights into their builders' cosmological priorities. The labor invested in these earthworks is staggering to contemplate. Moving tons of earth by hand, without the aid of beasts of burden or advanced tools, required not only physical strength, but also sophisticated planning. Each mound, whether a modest burial site or a broad ceremonial platform, represents countless hours of collective effort. The construction process likely involved entire communities, with leaders directing subordinate workers in a hierarchical yet cooperative system. This level of organization suggests a society with defined roles and a shared commitment to monumental projects, not unlike the Mississippian cultures of North America. Yet the Araucanian Mounds remain distinct, shaped by the unique environmental and cultural conditions of Chile's southern cone. Beyond their physical presence, the mounds of Araucania invite us to reconsider the diversity of mound building traditions across the Americas. While Cahokia's towering Monk's Mound, or the sprawling complexes of Etzanar, capture much of the scholarly and public imagination, the southern mounds remind us that such practices extended far beyond the familiar heartlands of North America. Their relative obscurity may stem from their location in a region less accessible to early archaeologists, or from the overshadowing focus on Mesoamerican and Andean civilizations. Yet, as interest in these southern earthworks grows, so too does our understanding of their significance. Recent studies, including those by Dilhay, highlight the need for further exploration, particularly as new technologies reveal hidden structures in the landscape. It is entirely possible that more mounds lie undetected, camouflaged by vegetation, or altered by centuries of agricultural use. The mounds of Araucania and Mocha Island are more than archaeological curiosities. They are enduring symbols of a culture that shaped the earth to reflect its values and beliefs. Whether serving as tombs for the honored dead, platforms for communal rituals, or markers of agricultural innovation, these earthworks embody the ingenuity and resilience of their builders. They stand as a reminder that the Americas, from the Mississippi River to the Pacific shores of Chile, were home to diverse societies united by a shared impulse to transform the landscape in service of the sacred. As we continue to study these mounds, we uncover not only the physical traces of the past, but also the stories of a people whose legacy endures in the land they shaped. Until next time, this is Super Gringo, and you're watching Ancient American Explorer.
Like and subscribe to Ancient American Explorer, or I will send you to have an encounter with Crumb.